Welcome to EmployeeConnect. In this video, we will show you how to create an offer and send it to your candidates using the EmployeeConnect system. First, log on if you haven't already done so. Click HR, People, then click Lifecycle, and then click Offer from the side menu. From here, you can input the first and last name of the candidate who you will be creating the letter for, and input his personal email information. So let's do that now. So it's important to make sure that the personal email is something that he has access to and is accurate, because this is where you'll be sending the letter to. If this is incorrect, then he has no way to access and accept the letter you'll be sending out later. Postal address would be his address information. This is helpful if you want to have this appear on your letter. So input the fields here if that is the case. Then proceed with the next tab, which is offer. This is where you define where the offer stands. So it can be done for today, or it can be done for the future. It depends on you. So just click on the calendar picker and set the date. Probation date would be the end date of his probation period. So if you want to have this appear in your letter, then input a date here. So let's just say this would be 6 months. So let me just do 05 here, maybe in May. And then offer comments can be left blank if you won't use that. So this is just an input field which you can merge onto your offer letter and appear there, so that the data that you input here will be seen by the candidate who will be reading the letter. So that depends on the configuration of your letter template. If you're not going to use that, then leave that blank. Attachment, this can be a job description that you want to attach onto his profile. The information that you've input here will flow onto the employment record of the candidate later after he accepts the offer and joins the organization. So if you want to attach a document on there that you could view later on his profile, then do so from here. Offer letter section will allow you to select the template, your offer letter template that will appear and will be available to send over to your candidate. So if you've uploaded that letter, it will be available here. So this is the sample I'm picking up. Additional inclusions are just items on the offer that we could add that is not standard. So this can be variables. Let's say you have an employee who's given mobile phone allowance and another that only has vehicle allowance. Then you can set that up here. So you can give this allowance over here to this employee, or a combination, or maybe just set him up for just the mobile phone allowance. If the items here do not show what you need, then just click on the edit button under additional inclusions and then add another entry. Let's proceed with the next tab, which is employment. Under employment, you can set the information like manager, position, company location, org unit, and other employment details. Let's do that now. So again, this manager detail can appear on the letter template. So if there's a field there that says you will be reporting for a specific manager, then we could do that. We could merge this data over so that instead of the word manager appearing on there, we can have a name of the person who's actually within the company, and that would be better. And then the position, you define what position this candidate is going to fall under when he joins the company. And again, this would appear on the offer letter. So we could be more specific. Company, if you have different companies you manage on EmployeeConnect, that will appear on the list, and you can define exactly which company he will be joining. So if it's company 2, you can do that. Location, same. If you have different locations set up in EmployeeConnect, then you can set up the specific location where he will be joining. So if he'll be joining the organization under a location that is here, then select that. So for example, location 1, 2, 3, 4, you can select one from the list. Same with your org units. If you have several different org units, then you can specifically get one and then associate it to his employment record. Then set up the award, classification, public holiday group, which powers the leave requests, for example. Now, the system will know if they file a leave request that falls on a holiday, then it wouldn't deduct hours against his profile and leave balances. So that is helpful. Work type, full-time or casual, work hours, and then work period, and then contract start and end dates if this is just for a specific time period. So if they're not a permanent employee, and you could do that here. Again, this can appear on the letter if needed. Then please put in data on there. Select one from the calendar picker on here. Maybe until 09 2021. Okay, should be 05. 05. There we go. All right, so let's go to the next, which is the remuneration, where you define the pay basis of the employee. So please select which one from this list. So let's say fortnightly, currency is Australian dollars, then base annual salary can be defined here. Hourly rate, if he's a casual employee being paid hourly, you can do so here. Superannuation can be input here as well. And then this field, total annual remuneration, you could use that. You can also repurpose this for something else. For example, you have a package rate, then yeah, do that here, and that will merge over to your template. Comments, again, this is optional. You could use this as an input field and repurpose this for use on your offer letter template. If you need help with merging the fields on there and setting that up, please consult your EmployeeConnect consultant for assistance with the merge templates. So the individual components section are just additional remuneration details and fields that can appear on your offer letter at the end. These are items that are not standard, for example. So we have a predefined list here that you can select. So car allowance, and then the amount, etc. Health fund, and then the amount. So you could do that. If you don't see the item that you need here on this list field, then just let your EmployeeConnect consultant know and they could configure that for you so that we are sure that the business process is followed and your requirements are here and it all matches up to what you need on your offer letters. Okay, now that is done. All we have to do is click on save to save the offer details that we've created. And then we can proceed with the process of sending this over to your candidate. So this doesn't send the letter automatically. It just saves the letter so you can review it first prior to sending it over. If I want to see the offer and make revisions, preview the letter, I can do so by going to the offer status link here on the left menu. All right, so from here we see the offer report where we have the option of editing the offer, viewing or previewing the PDF that we'll be sending out, or sending the offer to the candidate. If you want to preview the letter, just click on this PDF button and it will show you what the offer looks like when you send this over to your candidate. And if you want to send this over to your candidate, just click on the envelope button here under the send offer column and configure the fields that we have here on this form. You have the option of sending it to mobile or through the email. I would suggest using the email, double checking the email address, which will be used to receive this notification from, and then the subject and the body of the letter. Make your changes, and when you're confident these are all correct, click on the save button to send it over. All right. What you can do now to check the status of the offer is go back to the offer status tab using the breadcrumbed, or you could just navigate onto the menu right here, offer status. From here, you'll be able to see that we did send the letter out on this date and time, or you can go to accepted offers to check if the candidate has accepted the offer. Anyway, we do have a workflow to notify specific members of the organization once the candidate has accepted the offer. But this report will also do that. So if you want to quickly get a report that will show you the accepted offers and their status, just go here. From here, you'll see the PDF, candidate data, which you can click on and pull up the candidate details. You can also preview the signature from this column right here by clicking on this button. Once they accepted that and signed that letter, you'll be able to see their signature from this form. And that's how easy it is to create the offer and send them out to your candidates in Employee Connect. Please join us on the other videos that we have on the site that will discuss topics like onboarding and Employee Connect.